Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Ryan here from Millennials in Motion, where we give that real, relatable, and entertaining spill on adulthood from the Black millennial perspective. And today we got...
Hello, everyone. It is Haji, and I'm ready to get to work. I'm excited to be here after this long awaited weekend.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Brianna J. from the Triple D, Dallas, Texas. It's another episode with Millennials in Motion, and I hope y'all are ready.
For sure. How y'all feeling so far right now?
This weekend has been so long that because we didn't have school Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for context for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just been, you would think it would have been refreshing, but I don't know. It kind of drained me. So I'm really tired
this
right now.
This is like our third extended break like this?
Yeah. No, it's our
second. Yeah, our second. But the problem is it's happening right before Classic, right before finals, right before Thanksgiving break.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you don't want to get used to being on a break because now it's just like,
now I don't want to go to class.
Yeah.
And then I would say that coming from Texas, we don't have a hurricane season. So this hurricane season that we have here, it's like, oh, we getting a break every Tuesday when they wasn't closing school at all back home.
Wow. It's kind of like that, you know how up north they have snow days and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the difference, I guess, is up north they designate snow days every year. So they predict when the kids are going to be out of school. But for us, the hurricanes, they just come when they want to.
Nah, for real.
I mean, we have snow days, but they don't be like snow days for real. Because it snows every like 5 years. So.
Okay.
Oh, for real?
Not.
So it's not in y'all calendar though?
Like the school plans for it. And if we don't get out for it, we'll get a free day like in March that we can just be out of school for.
Interesting.
Very much so.
That's cool. Have y'all seen snow before?
I have. I hated it.
You know, about 2 years ago, Dallas had like 4 inches of snow. Everything was shut down. And we didn't know how to prepare for that, so everything was closed. Even Walmart was closed, like because we couldn't drive on it. Our coats aren't made for that. Our cars ain't made for that. We not made for that.
Right. So. Shoes. Yeah.
That must be nice. I've never seen snow yet.
It's not fluffy how it looks on TV. It's kind of crunchy.
Oh, really?
But it's not bad though.
Have you ever made like a snow angel? Had like a snowball fight?
Snowball, yes. Snow angel.
I have, but it's not like all the hype. Maybe because I'm not an outdoors person, but it's not all that.
Yeah, I'm an outdoors person. I hate it. I really don't like it.
And I don't like the cold.
It's cold and it's wet.
That's very true. I don't like the cold either, but every time I think of snow, you know that SpongeBob episode where, you know, they had the snowball fight? Yeah, I'm be like, I want to be like SpongeBob, you feel me?
I won't say nothing because I'm anti-SpongeBob.
What? Okay, sorry, that's a good time to just get into the topic.
Let's get, sorry.
We're going to get back into that though.
No, we're not.
But anyways, all right, so for the first question, it is, does someone's celebrity crush have an effect on their average type?
Alrighty, so the reason I asked this question is because you know that, I don't know if it was like a meme on Instagram or if it was just like a podcast topic everybody was talking about. If your man say a celebrity crush that doesn't look like you, then you're basically not his type. And so I was wondering, like I always wonder how that works with girls because I don't have that many celebrity crushes, but all my celebrity crushes don't even look alike. But I'm gonna just say mine first and then I guess I'll open up the floor. I don't really think it matters, but I partially do think it matters. And the reason I say that is because if you favor Jill Scott, but your boyfriend's celebrity crush is like Jhené Aiko, you know, y'all still maybe belong together.
Still there.
Yeah, y'all still belong together. You still probably look good to him, but it's probably just not. He probably just isn't dating you for your looks alone, which might be a good thing.
I mean, because, okay, when I look at celebrity crush, I don't really base any actual standards. I just be like, oh, they look good. Yeah, that's my new crush. You feel me? Right. Except for like somebody like Zendaya. For the longest, she was my wife. I'm not going to lie.
Unpopular opinion, I think Zendaya is overrated. Don't fight me. Don't fight me.
No, I agree.
I mean, I will say she's not really my wife no more now. That was more like Casey on the Cover days. You feel me?
Not Shake It Up.
That's a child.
I'll say nah.
We were children too.
I'll say it was like the end of Shake It Up going into Casey on the Cover. Casey on the Cover. That's when I was really feeling her.
It was the bodysuit.
Yeah, I guess.
So for me,
you trying to get me caught up?
What? No, not like that. We were all like Zendaya's age now.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a problem.
We was younger.
We were younger than Zendaya.
I think so, cause I remember when I was 16, I said for my birthday I want to see Zendaya. And she was grown by then, I'm pretty sure.
Nah.
No. Let me look it up.
But yeah, for me,
I gotta look it up.
Having a celebrity crush is always, it hasn't been a problem, but like, I'm the type of person to be like, oh, he looks good, and I'm sitting next to my boyfriend or something, and he'll be like, oh,
she is old.
what do you think? Like, why would you say that? And I was like, oh, well, I think of celebrities as being unattainable.
Why you think that?
Why?
I mean, it's celebrities for regular folks.
Right,
They really
They
are.
are, but at the same time, I feel like I'm never gonna be put in a situation, which I shouldn't think that.
Don't think that.
I shouldn't think that because. But I also think that I'm gonna be that girl. But
That's what I'm
besides the point.
saying.
I don't know. I've always had this mindset that I'll never be able to like be with Michael B. Jordan. Okay, that's an age difference, but
Child.
even
Child.
Oh,
what?
Lord.
You like Michael B. Jordan?
I love Michael B. Jordan. Okay? I mean, no offense to Lori, but they
They
didn't
not
work
together?
they didn't work out because he's mine. Like
Oh,
that's just divine
okay.
intervention. That's how God works.
Where's Jamal with the sound effects?
But
I'm saying.
oh, by the way, y'all, Zendaya is 26 and we're 20. So she
That's
was
not too bad.
That's not too bad, but she was older.
Yeah.
Parents
So
be
that's
10 years apart. That's fine.
Yeah, so that wasn't a child.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's But anyways,
So we
back
was
to
the child.
back to what you. Yeah, y'all was kids, but we were children. We were all children. But back to what you was saying, I don't really think of like celebrity men as like unattainable or girls. Like if I'm dating a guy, like I feel like it's okay to tell me who your celebrity crush is, but you do too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all right. And I know guys will argue like, okay, but I'll never see her. But you will
Be
though.
arguing.
You could. It very well could happen.
But even if I did see them, I feel like they'll be like, oh, what's up? And keep it pushing.
But what if not? What if not?
Well then,
Leave your man.
bye, babe. I'm playing.
No, let's ask.
I was say, go ahead,
Y'all
come
celebrity
in. Go ahead,
crush.
introduce yourself to the folks and
yeah.
give
What's
them
up,
your
y'all?
spill.
My bad for being late.
It's all good.
But a celebrity crush? I don't really have no celebrity crush.
If you
Like,
had one and you were dating someone and like this was your celebrity crush of all time.
and they wanted to get with me,
Mm-hmm.
would I get with them?
Okay, period.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
And then I feel like I couldn't be with somebody that's in the limelight because I don't like being the center of attention. And that's just going to put a lot of attention on me. I'm going to be on TMZ. Oh, so-and-so's dating Brianna. Like,
You never know though. I mean, they could want to be with you because you're low key. You could be their safe haven.
I was gonna say too. I mean,
but that's going to take me out my low-keyness.
You think so? Rihanna was with that Indian guy and nobody bothered them.
I sure didn't know that.
See?
He did
Brian
a good
didn't even
job.
know.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a certain amount of publicity you are gonna get
Yeah.
just because
Yeah.
you associating yourself with a celebrity. But I feel like that's something y'all could actually work out.
Yeah.
Just a matter of communicating. Be like, you know what? No, I'm okay. Just being chill, staying home. If it's a creep, with a camera, who get my picture, then I can't do nothing about that. But
Right.
in general, I'm not trying to be in front of all the cameras and spotlight. I'm just trying to be, a little boo thing. And That's it.
It depends on what type of celebrity they are.
That's what I was just
What do you
about to say.
mean?
If they like an artist, like a music artist, or if they're an actor.
Right.
Well, like, okay, if they're in the entertainment industry or if they're in like
Showbiz. Not showbiz. But
Like basketball.
like an athlete. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so you date a basketball player over artist?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why you
I don't
say
know
that?
though because they be cheat. Everybody cheat.
Everybody
Everybody
cheats, but
cheats
it's I hate to be all about the money here, but the career is more solid. You go to practice,
There we
you're
go.
gonna stay in shape.
I don't think
I mean,
so,
you
though.
can't even say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think so though. For
Like-
I was just gonna say that. I don't think so.
But you got a contract. Like with rapping,
sometimes.
But think about it like.
but they're basically fighting to keep that contract intact.
But think about it like this though. Let's say, they're on a contract. They injured themselves. That contract basically broken. They're not making no
Okay.
money.
Either way, you can
So-
have stuff stacked up and they can have other things in the back.
But-
I'd rather be with an injured athlete than a rapper with writer's block.
But I feel like a lot of athletes, they don't really know how to save their money or invest their money to where if something was to happen like that,
Yeah.
then they be prepared. A lot of them, they just get a whole bunch of money and they blow it.
You think rappers know how to save?
I mean, it's a variation of both. I feel like on both sides, it's like
Yeah.
a lot of folks, they just be blowing their money.
That's
for
true.
real.
But I don't know. I just feel like rap and stuff is just a little too hustle oriented for my type of lifestyle that I want to live. I like security.
And now everybody catching
yeah.
RICO charges. And going to
Yeah,
jail.
like
I'm not finna be holding it down. I'm sorry.
and then you got to think about it. A lot of nowadays, being that social media has taken off so far, and everybody can stream now. Back in the day, they used to make money from ringtones. Whoever was playing the most, you know what I'm saying?
I
Whoever
used to
playing,
sell 'em on iTunes.
yeah,
I
whoever
remember
playing
that
the most
129.
ringtone on iTunes, like that's how you making your coin. coin. But now these artists, they got to tour. That's how they making money now. They have to
Ain't
tour.
nobody buying CDs.
So nobody's buying CDs no more. So
I mean,
I'm
everybody
not
got
trying to be
subscriptions
at home,
now.
lonely, and then you coming back and you only got endorsements and clothes. Like,
And then I'm thinking about it as a journalist, because we, well, not all of us, but most of us are journalists. And for me personally, I'm interested in sports journalism. So that's right up my alley. Jordan Poole, you know.
yeah.
I feel like it's guaranteed money in sports, but definitely music has way more money in it. Like you can obtain
If you do it the right way,
money.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do it the right way.
Because it's like with sports, it's like a finite contract.
But it don't always have to be a basketball player too. That'd be our problem. I want a golf player. I want a
Nah,
baseball player.
baseball where it's at.
Baseball.
Golf and
Soccer.
Baseball do make
is
dumb
weird.
money.
Yeah, they make and they can make dumb money out of high school too.
And it's not as many injuries either. So sign y'all kids up for baseball.
Sign up
No,
for
that's
baseball.
always been my goal. My kids are gonna play baseball.
Yeah. I mean,
So they can make
like
money
I said, I like golf, but you know. You know.
Golf is a
Gonna
little
set my
too.
kids up for success.
Golf too what?
I played golf.
I played it too.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it, but
It just be too hot. Too hot, and you just standing there.
The course just be too long.
Yeah.
Too. Why it's taking me 2 hours to get to
To 9
5
holes. And the worst part is, like, with golf, you competing against other people, but you still technically just competing against yourself. You
Right.
turn in that car, and
But one thing I like
It's up
about
to-
golf, you don't gotta be athletic or know how to hit hard.
you gotta. It's all about strategy
Yeah.
and form. You see what I'm saying? You learn that form, you gonna get it every time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's pretty much every sport, too.
Nah. In golf,
basketball, you gotta be athletic. In
you
golf,
gotta be
you just gotta have, like, you literally just gotta have the form.
I don't think so, because I feel like, okay, I ran track. I couldn't play basketball, but we're not going to talk about it. But I did track and cross country. And to be honest, when I first started, I wasn't really that fast. But the way that my coaches trained me, it kind of prepared me to be in a state to where, you know, I was winning a lot more races. I was getting more PRs or personal records. And I guess, well, okay, let me ask you this then. So what do y'all consider athletic, quote unquote?
Athletic, like you're in shape, like you could pass one of them athletic tests or whatever.
I don't think athletic and shape the same thing.
It's not. But athletic is like,
Someone is athletic when they can do more than one thing. Like, you ever seen a person that's just good at anything?
natural
like
athlete.
a natural athlete. Yeah, that's athletic.
right,
Okay. So
not just a player.
Yeah.
So you're saying basically the word they're naturally gifted or talented. Well, I won't say just
Yeah,
talented,
not-
but
yeah.
it comes natural
Yeah,
for
it
them.
comes
basically.
Yeah.
natural, or it looks natural, because
Yeah.
they could work really hard to get there, but it just
Yeah.
looks natural. It flows. Damn. Yeah.
With golf, you don't have to be like that.
And I feel like it's like that with every sport. I feel like it's possible to where you can become athletic.
No.
You don't already have to be
But that
athletic.
is a big debate, though. The not nature versus nurture. It's called skill versus talent, or practice versus talent, or something like that.
No, I
Like,
get what you're saying.
But I don't think you have to be athletic for golf. I really don't.
I feel like you don't have to be athletic for anything, though. You might just have to work a little bit harder to meet that person who's quote unquote
Some people
athletic.
just don't
Right?
got
Some
it.
people don't got
Like,
it.
yeah, no.
Some people
I don't even want
It's
to put
some
myself
people-
out there,
it's
but
some
I don't
people
have
that
it.
are never gonna be able to reach the NBA, the NFL, just because of their body size. Like,
They just can't.
you just can't.
But I
That's
feel,
different, though. You can't compare athleticism with NBA and stuff like that, because if you really think about it and look at them people, they be 6'8", like 6'8".
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wasn't born that way, I'm sorry.
But that doesn't
Even
mean
the
you're
short
not
people
athletic.
sports. Okay, football. Everybody can't play football. They
That's true.
can't.
why you say that?
Well,
What if you don't have good hand?
Hand
you gotta have
eye
good
coordination?
agility. You have to have good agility.
That's
for
what
football.
training is for.
Ryan, no.
What do you mean?
Ryan, you can't. Everybody can't play a sport.
I feel like personally everybody can.
I mean, I guess. I mean, there's enough
That's like
sports-
saying everybody can't sing.
everybody can't.
Everybody can't
No,
sing.
no, 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 no.
Everybody
No,
can't sing.
everybody has the capability to sing,
No.
but everybody doesn't sound good. But I feel like initially, if you spend time to train and work on,
I see where
building
we're
up your
going.
tone,
I see where we're going.
then you're gonna be able to sing.
Just
It's the
'cause
same
you can
with
hold a note don't mean you
athletics.
can
He's trying to
sing,
say
though.
if you can hold the ball, then you can play. You ain't got to be good. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, you should've been
Okay,
said
well
that.
then yeah, okay.
That was my point
But
the
you
whole
had us thinking you
time.
was saying
You
like
say everybody
they gonna
can
make
be
it.
top draft pick if they just try hard enough. No.
Cause yeah, no.
Hey man,
No. But yeah, so Ryan, if your celebrity crush, if you had a girlfriend and not Zendaya, but whoever your current celebrity crush is, comes around and is like, yo.
Wait, this is the crush coming and talking to you, or
No,
is it
this-
like they're showing interest?
They're showing interest,
Like,
and you don't. And they're not a bad person either. They like you messing with them. Like you like, okay, you're cooler than I thought. I thought you
I'm
would
gonna
be bougie.
reevaluate my answer, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Have y'all seen Starstruck?
Yes.
That's a good movie. It's on Disney Channel.
Disney.
That was so
That's
random.
my favorite because it's about
And the stardom and the
it's
regular
about
guy
a regular
with
girl. She hates
regular girl
I know what
with
you're
a
talking
celebrity
about.
guy.
You're talking about the boy with the swoop.
with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yes. Yeah, I love that movie. That's my
I forgot the question. What was the question?
I'm gonna ask it again because I ain't forget it.
What's the
So
question?
you have a girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
and you also have a celebrity crush.
Uh-huh.
Your celebrity, you finally get to meet your celebrity crush. Y'all exchange phone numbers, like y'all not on no cheating stuff,
Yeah.
but they end up being pretty cool, like way cooler than you thought a celebrity would be.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're showing interest. Like, would you leave your girl for them, or would you consider leaving your girl? You wouldn't even consider leaving your girl for the celebrity crush.
Like,
I
this
mean-
all you wanted your entire life.
Really, she's in your dreams.
And she cool.
You knew her before you knew your girlfriend.
Okay, so I'm gonna track that question back to the original question.
No.
I mean, cause my answer is in correlation with both. Though.
Okay, baby.
So the original question was, does someone's celebrity crush have an effect on their average type? So personally, me being with my girlfriend already, that's my type. Whatever standards or type I have, I would assume that's what my girlfriend has. So if I correlate that with my celebrity crush, I wouldn't really be like, hey, I'm gonna leave my girl for the celebrity crush, because everything I already would look in a woman, I already have with my girl. You feel me? And I mean, like, a celebrity crush is cool, but I'm not just gonna diss her because, you know, she a celebrity, because I feel like that's kind of flawed.
I mean,
I get what you're saying, but I feel like that's kind of flawed.
right. I mean, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
Okay, so what's y'all?
Wait, what was the original question?
The original,
yeah.
the original question was, does someone's celebrity crush have an effect on their average type?
like if you dating a guy and you ask him what his celebrity crush is, and you don't
look nothing like.
and they say somebody who doesn't look like you.
I mean, but that's crazy. I had a friend tell me like she felt bad because like her boyfriend cheated on her, and the people that he cheated on her with don't look nothing like her.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was told. I was told, like, if your man's celebrity crush don't look like you, then you're not his type.
I mean, but
I don't care. But
So what do y'all base your celebrity crush based off of?
appearance and interviews.
Interview.
I ain't never really had no
I like
crush.
watching
It's
them.
crazy.
I like watching them interviews, see how they think.
Like the vibes.
I'm a sapiosexual. For those of you who don't know what that means that you're attracted to people based off how they think. Yeah.
So it's a combination of that and their appearance.
Oh wait, I do have a celebrity crush. I have two.
Okay.
Okay, so first one is Obama. I love Obama.
He getting finer and finer by the day. I'm not gonna lie.
I
In
love
2008,
Papa
he gave
Michelle,
cigarette
man.
smoker,
Papa
but now he get
Michelle,
vegan.
man.
Yes, as he gets older, he just gets
he's
more
aging like
fine.
fine wine.
But my second one is Tiana Taylor. I
Oh
love
my gosh, I
Tiana
love that
Taylor.
That's
woman.
valid.
Yeah.
I love her and her husband.
Yeah, both.
They both
Stamp.
look really
And the
good.
kids. The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family.
And
is
she's
beautiful.
she's like a jack of all trades.
Nah, most
Beautiful
definitely.
family.
And Chris, I love.
All of them are. The
Chris
whole family.
Brown.
I was gonna say that. I know. No, I wasn't gonna say that's my celebrity crush. But when you say jack of all trades, Chris Brown can really do anything.
Oh, he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. He can. He can act and everything.
Yeah, draw, paint.
I've seen his art. Like,
Yeah,
it's
his
really
art is crazy,
dope.
yeah.
Yep, that's drugs. Never mind. It's not the drugs.
I wish y'all could see my face right now.
You caught me so off guard with
She just tried to slip it in there. Yep.
right.
Like, why? You ain't had to do mans like that. I
mean,
giving him his props.
I mean, every good artist has a little something going on. Didn't Van Gogh cut his ear off?
Who's Van Gogh?
The artist.
Sorry.
With the
Van Gogh.
screaming man.
And then what's the art?
Starry Night?
Yeah, Starry Night.
I ain't never heard.
Your art teacher never made you have to do the Starry Night?
What art? Elementary?
Elementary,
Yeah,
middle, high
yeah.
school. I feel like I had to do it every grade.
I think I skipped art class for real because I don't even remember nothing art
That's a shame.
related.
Well, Van Gogh is an artist that, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them had mental health issues, but he was locked in this prison for a really long time. And that's what the Starry Night was based off of, I believe. That's all he could see out of his window, but I could be wrong. But I believe he cut his ear off.
I'm looking it up
Due
right
to his
now.
mental illness?
Uh-huh.
And he made a picture about it.
Yeah, I think that was Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Wait, so he lived after he cut zero? He lived to tell about it? Like he told people,
I don't know if he wrote that or
He
if
needs a
somebody else
documentary.
accounted for it.
Yeah, it says Vincent van Gogh cut his left ear when tempers fled with Paul Gauguin, the artist with whom he had been working for a while in Arles. Van Gogh's illness revealed itself. He began to hallucinate and suffer attack in which he lost consciousness. During one of these attacks, he used a knife.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
But I just say that to say a lot of not all, but it's a common trend for really good artists to have a little something going on in the head, which that makes it all the more. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the problem, because I'm going to use a perfect example, Juice WRLD. I feel like the man was very talented, but a lot of people in the industry, I feel like they utilize his music to take advantage for themselves.
Definitely, without giving him help.
Yeah, because I even watched the documentary, and you can blatantly tell like he had a problem, and he expressed that in every song. But like at the end, when he had already passed away, one of them were saying like they couldn't even tell because his music was such art. You couldn't really tell the differentiation between it being music and being something real.
Yep.
And it's like, I know this man has expressed himself multiple times stating the issue that he has an issue. Exactly, you see the signs, but it's like you never thought
they
one
want to
time.
capitalize. They see them as like cattle or whatever.
Do y'all think people should get help for Kanye?
Okay, so
this is
now
a great topic.
now the Kanye situation. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Can you elaborate for the people who may not know?
Oh, well, Bree, you say
Recently, for the past couple years, actually, Kanye has been spiraling.
I blame Kim.
I think he has officially been diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
He has recently has done White Lives Matter. He has gotten into arguments. It's just been very like crazy.
For all you freshmen, when y'all were in middle school, he ran for president.
He really did.
Girl, yes.
Oh.
He ran for president, I think the same year Trump ran, no? Or the year after. No, he ran for president. Okay.
No, I think he said he was going to run.
No, Kanye West ran for president. But the thing is, he didn't run in like a primary. So any votes he was going to get as a Republican, they were going to go to Trump.
All right. But yeah, so overall, he's been going through a lot of stuff. So, but people just look at it and they kind of just like, oh, that's Kanye. It's crazy.
I think they should stop doing Kanye like that, man.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like people paint Kanye West out to be a lot more dangerous and crazy than he actually is. I feel like he's very
strategic.
Not only strategic, but I also feel like he's very profound. I'm obsessed with his mind personally.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very obsessed.
I feel like nobody takes the time to really dissect what Kanye says, because if you just think about it in his perspective, it may come out
or if
weird.
you just take a bite out of what he says, you're not gonna. You gotta listen to that whole thing, start to finish.
Yeah, and I feel like one thing I don't like is how he went from a billionaire. What happened? Like how many companies released him? I think it was Adidas. Balenciaga was one of them.
No,
I know Adidas said they were gonna start selling the Yeezy without his
Yeezys.
And that's wrong.
How you gonna do that?
Yeah,
but I feel like Kanye is just a very smart individual.
He is.
Like you can't deny Kanye from that, but I feel like nobody really wants to get him help.
I feel like because the question isn't whether or not he needs help. I think the answer to that, we all can say it's yes. It now becomes how, like, is he someone who will just be okay with talk therapy? Is he somebody who should get back on bipolar meds? Is he somebody who needs to go on a retreat? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we do as a community, or what can we prescribe?
Tried to help him, but
by what? By doing what?
By
telling him to take his meds,
keeping his kids from him.
That's not helping him.
Taking the kids from his school. I feel like people mess with him on purpose, because why would you take that man kids away from his school?
Well, no. Now, about this school, I don't know about this school.
You don't like the Donda?
I don't know about it. I don't really know.
You don't know about it?
I read on it, and the curriculum seems cool, but, I can't, I feel like that's a marriage affair for real. Because it's just like, you, as a celebrity, you're starting up a school. That's just a lot going on.
I don't LeBron
even
got
know.
a school.
Exactly. Now, if I was Kanye, I would let my kids go to LeBron school.
Why not your school?
Because I just feel like it's just a little
I think Deion Sanders does too.
Involved.
I think he has a high school.
For real?
I just feel like it's just too close.
Too close? I don't think so though.
I think it is.
His kids, but that's their early years. I think it would be too close if they were up in age and trying to like middle
if they got
school.
preferential treatment and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But
so you
this
think
is like
for fundamental years, Kanye should be the one educating them.
Yeah, and that school is based off of all their family ideas anyway.
That's true.
So it's like, why not just let the kids go to the school?
That's true. I don't know how to feel about the whole, because I still follow him on Instagram, and I think I do at least, and every other post, it's him typing all these paragraphs, whether it's to Kim or to, I don't know who these people be, but he be typing all these paragraphs about how Kim won't let him see the kids, and something about Pete Davidson and all of this stuff.
On there?
Yeah, all this stuff going on, and I don't really support anybody not letting their parents see their children.
I'm gonna say maybe that's his outlet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he needs somebody familial. You know what I mean? He lost his mother, and that was just a lot for him. And losing a parent, no child should feel what it feels like to lose a parent.
Yeah.
Because, parents are supposed to
go first.
No, yeah. Oh my God.
You reversed it.
I did reverse it. Yeah. But we understand.
I understand what you're saying.
But we get it. It's hard. Yeah. And I feel like his mom was his rock. So he needs somebody that he's related to.
Yeah.
He needs somebody, like he need a cousin or somebody.
And kind of backtracking to how you were saying that we understand he needs help, but in what manner? First, I would say you kind of have to break down like what the particular issue is, because people, they'll try to create solutions without actually understanding what the problem is, or if understand if there's multiple problems.
Right.
So I feel like you kind of have to break it down to where what's every factor that can contribute to what's possibly wrong with him, and then from there, that's when you kind of deliberate on what solutions may be available to kind of get him the help that he needs. Now, the second thing I would say too, not only with himself, but I feel like with a lot of celebrities, social media or just media itself, it has a specific way of portraying not even the celebrity, but just a certain individual in a certain manner, to where how y'all were saying basically how everybody will look at Kanye crazy, but we may not know the full picture. We just only see what the media portrays of Kanye, and we don't really take time for ourselves to actually dissect, everything that goes in.
It's the media getting Kanye like this though. Okay, I get Kanye said what he said. I don't know what he said. His comments were made honestly, but okay, Kanye said what he said. But if people weren't mad about it, like if it wasn't like 1,000 hate comments in the comments, nobody would have like separated partnership with him when it came to business.
Yeah.
So then we also gotta look at a lot of stuff in the black community that we haven't even unpacked. We've all been, and I spoke about this last week, but we've all been in the living room and our parents say something that's a little politically incorrect.
Right.
And we're just like, why would you even say something like that?
Right.
And here is Kanye doing the same thing, but instead of doing it on his couch, he's doing it on a platform where millions of people can see. So is it a problem because he's talking to an impressionable group, or is it a problem because of what he's saying?
Both.
I think it's more so a problem because when you have a platform like that and when you're a celebrity, there's certain things you can and cannot say no more.
Yeah, I agree.
You're no longer able to talk on your couch because your couch is now TMZ.
Right.
So
that was true. A good analogy, bro.
It's true.
That's crazy.
It's very true. But because
it's like
with Kanye, he's just so smart. It's just like he probably knows what he's doing.
Have y'all heard of the whole Kyrie Irving situation?
Yes, but I haven't really looked into it too much.
Is that
he posted?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's it called?
Is it like the religious thing?
Yeah.
The anti-Semitism situation?
It was that.
So who is Jewish? Is Kyrie Irving Jewish?
I don't know if he's Jewish. I thought.
So what did Kyrie Irving have?
I don't even know exactly what he posted, but I know that he got dropped from Nike. He's not playing.
Which is crazy.
So what did he say? Let me look.
It says NBA's Kyrie Irving suspended for anti-Semitic social media posts.
What did he say?
No, I think he posted a documentary or something telling people to like go watch it, and I guess in the documentary it had that were things in it. I think that's what happened.
Okay, bet. Oh, this isn't even old news yet.
It's still unfolding right now.
Okay, let me go.
And like other players, such as like LeBron and other people, they're showing support for him.
Companies like so easy to drop you though. Like you're making these companies millions.
Well, you got to think about it, and this may sound kind of crazy, but we live in a world of contracts. You know what I mean? And y'all already know I'm gonna come from a historical standpoint, but before it was us signing the name on a contract, there was somebody else signing for us.
Right.
And they don't see us as people; they see us as property at the end of the day. So they feel like you're here to play a part in my monopoly.
Yeah.
The moment you doing something that's gonna cause people to not be a part of my monopoly and you think you're still going to get my money off of it, no, I'm going to cut you loose so you can understand that I'll find another body.
What I think should happen, Kyrie, Kanye, not even Kanye, you can really do your own thing. Like, Kanye can make his own brand and be a billionaire, but Kyrie, I think you should sign with Kool Kai. If you don't know who Kool Kai is, he the man that made support black colleges, the hoodie. He also made shoes. So, man, just go over there, black-owned business. You don't got to worry about Nike, man.
Definitely. And I see he does rep a lot of HBCUs. Like,
he does.
In his fits, it's a lot of HBCU representation. Yeah. So I do appreciate that for sure.
Shout out to the HBCU representation.
Yeah. So shout out to the black owners.
Right. All right.
You found it? Are you good?
Oh, after some reading, it says that after he made the post, they were asking him to apologize, but for a while he did refuse, but eventually he did apologize. And there is a quote in here that he said, "I'm not the one who made the documentary. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from."
I feel like with Kanye and Kyrie is different because Kanye said something. Kyrie posted like a picture of a documentary. It was like, go watch it. That's right. Like, how is that? You feel me?
Okay, I think also this happens when people don't have effective media training, and I know people are always up in the air about whether or not college is worth it, and I think we find out that college is worth it when situations like this happen. Like in my mass media class, you learn combative media. Yeah. Like, they can just be projecting. Like, you're not really anti-Semitic. You never really said anything, but they're gonna just say that you did to jump off your track. Now you're defending a narrative that you don't even possess. Yeah. You're just like, I know he's lying, but I don't know what to say to get everybody else to believe that Nike or whoever they are is lying. That's not me. I'm not that guy. So, I think media training and just having the right team goes along with that. Having people on your team that's really
I feel like that's so unpredictable though, because Kyrie does stuff like that all the time. He always is posting quotes and stuff like that. So it wasn't out of his norm to just do this, but this just came with a lot of backlash, which is crazy.
But at the same time too, you got to think about it. It's only but so many times you're going to be able to do something and people just sitting and waiting for a reason.
Right, which is sick.
How come when black people post something outrageous, they get their brands taken away and they get fired? But if a white person was to post something, they'll be like, oh, dang.
That's because the white people own the brands. White people own the common brands for now. For now, but at the end of the day, it's like,
you'll be quick to see a white person say something racist.
But that's why another thing too, before you even sign that dotted line, you need to do your research and find out what these companies even stand for to begin with. Because if we don't match up politically, you gonna mess up down the line. Eventually, y'all gonna clash, because politics is kind of a social thing in America. So it's like, it's always something new coming out, and next thing you know, Nike is reposting this or all of this, whatever, Adidas or whoever these people are, and you don't even agree with that, but you got their shoes on. So before you even sign that down the line,
said F Adidas.
He said that
in the song.
Really?
Drake said,
don't Drake wear Adidas? Or he's a Nike person, isn't he?
Fell out.
Drake and Adidas fell out?
I mean, if he's saying F Adidas, they had to.
That's crazy.
Or if not then, now probably. Shoot.
Yeah, maybe.
Shoot. Well, all right, we're going to get into the next topic.
We love entertainment news.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so the next topic is, what's the correct way to tell a friend about a detrimental habit they've been practicing without offending them?
Example.
Please.
Okay, so say you're a freshman in college, right? And you and your freshman friends are experimenting with, drinking or, things people do in college.
Yeah.
And you notice that one of your friends, they're just doing it a lot, like very frequent, every day, all day, every day. They got to do it to eat. They got to do it to study. They got to do it to sleep. And you're seeing signs of addiction at this point, or you're just seeing them acting different, like they can't function if they don't do whatever the thing is. Do you confront them? But if you do, how would you confront them? And I just asked the question because I feel like we've all, at this point, in college, we've all kind of witnessed that. We always joke around like, bro, you need to put the bottle down. But, it's getting hard out here. Finals are coming up, and some people may be struggling with having these hard conversations with their friends. What do you think?
I'll be straight up. I tell him I have a friend that's like that. He do stuff that I don't approve of, but at the end of the day, a grown person gonna make their own decisions. Right. I just sit him down like, bro, you tripping, you doing whoop de whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? And I tell him like, that could lead to da da da, but at the end of the day, it's up to them. I'm not finna beat down their back to stop doing something, because I ain't your mama and I ain't finna pretend to be. Right. So I just keep it real. You either listen or you don't.
It's true.
I don't even know how to do it, because a lot of my friends that I've made in college, addiction is real, man.
No, No, for real.
Like you have to do it to eat, to sleep, to breathe.
What drug we talking about with the to eat, to drink?
We talking about all the above.
Any drug.
Okay.
We're talking about all the above.
I put habit in this question, so it don't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be.
But I think it
could be anything.
It's because it's so popularized
Sleep deprivation
in
or
social
anything.
media and in life now. Everybody wants to do it because it's like the cool thing to do. Oh, it's gonna help me reduce my anxiety. And yes, sometimes it does have that effect, but at the same time,
Have you tried all your other options?
I personally just think that you shouldn't be dependent on a source like that. It shouldn't have to be, oh, I have to do this in order to sleep. Like, it's cool to do it, but know your limits.
I would say, well, first you gotta ask them why, because people, they have different reasons for being addicted to different things. But sometimes they just do it because it's their way of living, it's their way of life initially. So like you said, Camille, I think you just gotta really be straight up with them and understand this is not okay. And you're not only hurting yourself, you gotta really emphasize how it's hurting others around them that actually care about them.
Right.
For sure. And then I think not only telling them, okay, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people, they'll either state a solution without understanding what the problem is, or they know what the problem is, but they don't state a solution. That's honestly, personally, me. I hate when people come up to be saying, hey, you doing this wrong with such and such, but you don't give me a solution.
Right, don't tell me how to do it better.
Exactly. So I feel like in relation to your question, I would say present them with different options. Because like you were saying earlier, Bree, a lot of people, or just our society, they've normalized, they normalized it, doing it as a trend because it's cool. But we don't really normalize all the different other options that's a lot healthier and safer and honestly more beneficial as a whole.
Yep.
So I feel like as long as we address those issues and then address, from our understanding, even if we don't know, we know a resource that could help them out.
Right, definitely.
Then I feel like we did our part. But
so what's the solution? Okay, let's put something out there. Let's just say alcoholism. What would you tell a friend as a solution to help them?
I think I would start with kind of a check-in. So me and my friends, we do it every now and again. We'll be like, hey, let's talk about how are we all doing mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, right? Rate 1 out of 10. And if you want to elaborate, you can, but you don't have to. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And then if anybody tells us anything lower than 5 for any category, now we say, okay, well, why? And what are you doing to help you with it? And some people be like, you know what, I'm just really trying to drown my sorrows, so I've been partying a lot.
Yeah.
And then that's when you now have that allowance from your friend to, get into that. But I think I would just ask them and just be like, so have you tried anything else? Or how does it really make you feel long term? Because it's helping you solve your problems temporarily, but long term, do you feel better? How much money does it cost you to participate in the activity?
But because how you were saying they might be drowning in their sorrows, or they're just embodying their emotions, and alcoholism, or maybe smoking, or whatever else you may end up doing, they don't really recognize, one, that there's an issue, and two, they may not recognize what's the alternative.
Right. But I don't know, because I think in college, people don't realize, well, not even just in college, I guess in life, especially like looking at my friends back home and stuff like that, like who do it all day, every day, because they have that time to do it, because all they do is work. Yeah. So it's like the moment you stop something and you cannot stop it, like you stop and you're just like, oh dang, I can't wait to do it again. Or you can't go a day or two without anything. That's anything. Like it don't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be like,
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think, but I know I can, but I don't go a day or two without smoking. Like I smoke. I don't know if I can say that on here.
I don't think you can.
I think
you can.
Well,
we could edit it out.
Right.
But we could just have a conversation. But I don't think I could go I don't think I could go 1 or 2 days without smoking.
But you don't think you're addicted? Oh yeah, a break. So with addiction, and it could be anything. It could be a sex addiction. It could be child. People have weird addictions. It could be literally
my strange addiction.
Yeah, my strange. It could be anything. You can't. If you
it's
can't
a girl
go
that's addicted to eating starch.
Yep, I've seen her on TikTok.
Oh.
She orders it. She orders it by the tub.
I know a lot of people that eat that, but I don't see how.
Yeah.
Like, it's flour.
Yeah.
You just.
And she seasons it and everything.
Seasons it? That's crazy. That's
because she knows the different ones.
No.
But that's not even edible though.
That's not okay.
But but I think it comes from an eating disorder. Was it called pica or pica or pica?
I'm not sure.
Oh, like when people want to eat weird stuff. But anyways, an addiction is usually indicative of when you can't go a certain amount of time without something.
Yeah.
And addictions can really hold you back. I mean, drugs and alcohol can hurt your physical body, you know what I mean? But addictions in general will ruin your schedule. It'll ruin your relationships with people. And with finals coming and everything like that, or just being in college, I think we need to normalize just checking on our friends more. And I don't really know if I'm really a fan of the tattletale method.
What's that?
So say I have a friend and she's like a functioning alcoholic, right? And I know she needs the help, but she probably wouldn't want the help. So I go and tell a therapist on her.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a fan of that kind of method. Like,
Nah, I'll tell your mom before I tell.
yeah, like I would rather tell somebody else that you just respect a lot and just risk you being mad at me. But going to the extremes like that, I just feel like
Because there's really only so much you can do on your part. It's like you did everything that you can. It's really up to them to kind of take the initiative, be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, or I want to break the addiction. So let me kind of figure out
what I can do.
Yeah.
And also too, y'all, everybody, if you can't go cold turkey or your friend can't go cold turkey, don't be mad. Like, every day is a new day to make a
I feel
decision.
like
gradual.
I feel like people who attempts to break addictions, the problem is they try to do it all in one. They just try to never do it again. I feel like with something like that, you gotta pace yourself.
Or add substitutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly.
Yeah, I know my freshman year, I had friends where journalism hasn't been too bad to me, so I've never had to really get into all of that. But I've had people who had to take like shots every morning, like just throwing back shots to make it through their first few classes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, it was getting them through, but they're not really into that no more.
Yeah.
But I remember freshman year, like some people were in a really bad place, and that's just what they had to do to get through the day.
Yeah.
So, find alternative things. I remember speaking to my psychology teacher, and I literally had drank a bang, right? And when I tell y'all, I experienced every side effect on the can. Like everything, the high blood pressure, the racing, the crash was real hard. I messed up on a presentation on Zoom, and she was just like, "What's wrong with you? Like, are you good?" And I was just like, I'm okay. I mean, I drank an energy drink because I have a lot of stuff to do today, and I just needed to like get through the day. And she was just like, "No, don't do that. They'll kill you. You just need sleep and water." And
that's what I need to do. 'Cause I drink too many
made it sound so simple, but it really is that simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you just got to trust in yourself and tell yourself, like, look, I can do
discipline.
it. Yeah, that's all it is. So.
But it's harder to do than say, though, which is understandable.
Yeah. But I just wanted to, that question was just on my heart when I was writing my questions in the notes. So,
that's real.
Yeah, that's why I opened that topic up.
That's real. Bree, did you have anything? I thought I cut you off by accident, so I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Oh, you good. I don't even remember.
Okay. Okay, for sure.
You good?
I'm good.
Alrighty, so the last topic we're going to get into, being that is Men's Mental Health Month, I'm going to get my spiel too, but I'm curious if you could give one tip to any man in regards to their mental health, what would it be and why?
I can start. I would say I have a lot of men in my life as far as friends. So one thing that I've seen that's common in everybody is that they don't open up, that they don't express their feelings or emotions, and they're quick to say, oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. But what I would say is that it's okay to open up. It's okay to show that you're not the strong macho man that the world wants you to be, that it's okay to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, we're all human, and you're going to need a support system in life because life is hard. You can't go through life by yourself bottling up these emotions. It didn't even work back in the day because they were more prevalent on it back in the day. But now in this social media era and this everybody's getting judged by everything, that's just not going to work. It's not plausible. It's not efficient. It's not smart. You got to find somebody to talk to, even if that one person is your dad, or even that one person is a homegirl or a teacher, a mentor. You have to have somebody.
Or a therapist.
A therapist. But they're not ready for that conversation.
Yeah.
They're really not ready for that.
They're really not.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to let everybody go, and then I'm going to give my little spiel. Go ahead, Haji.
Mine was kind of it's very similar to Brianna's, but I guess my advice to men mental health wise would be to, men have never had a hard time putting themselves first, but I think prioritize, put yourself first, but where it really counts, you know what I mean? Because I think with a lot of guys, men really want to be dependable for their friends. It's the point where men really want to be dependable. They want to be the guy that everybody goes to. You want to be the one like, okay, I have all the answers. And even if you do have the answers, sometimes you got to prioritize your own time and just say, look, like, I need to get my mind together and I need to just stop and just meditate and just evaluate what I got going on.
You got to be selfish with yourself.
You have to be selfish.
So
I guess that would be my advice. But honestly, Brandon, branching off what Bree said, men go to therapy, and I think the problem that men have with therapy is they feel like they can't find the right one. And I feel like you have to interview therapists at the end of the day. Like, some guys may prefer a woman therapist because they may want to feel like they're talking to their mom.
Yeah.
But then some may want a guy because they never had a father. So, you got to be honest with yourself and say, okay, what am I really missing, or what type of energy do I really like, and what am I going to do to get that around me without any conditions or any strings being attached.
Okay.
So I would just say go to therapy and find somebody that you just feel comfortable with.
So let me ask this real quick before we go to Camilla. So being that you suggest that every man should go to therapy, myself, being that I go to therapy, one of my biggest things before I started, it was just I didn't want to open up to them. And I had to be comfortable with myself enough to trust this person.
Right.
It's by law that, they
can't. Right.
Yeah, they can't say anything in regards to what you disclose to them. But my biggest thing was that I don't feel comfortable disclosing everything that I don't even like discussing to myself sometimes. So I'm just going to talk to a random stranger initially. Right. So my question is, do you believe therapy is as effective to men who may not feel comfortable to
opening up?
Yeah.
I'm going to still say yes. And the reason I'm going to say yes is because talk therapy may not be your forte.
Yeah.
Like, you may need to learn how to do Tai Chi, where Tai Chi is basically, everyone out there, it's basically you just getting comfortable with the space and with the world around you. So it starts off with a small little ball, and it's a ball of air, but eventually, like, you create a sense of gravity between your hands, and then it expands. So
I got you.
That's why when you see people doing Tai Chi, they be doing that. They're moving a ball around. But talk therapy may not be your forte. You may have to find some type of music therapy, or some type of cryotherapy where you go to a room and you just cry. You may have to go to a room where you just break things.
Yeah.
Now, I think therapy works. Now, it may not be where you sit and talk to a shrink for a couple of hours, because you just may not be that kind of guy. You may not be talkative.
Yeah.
Or you may not be ready for that. But everybody has energy that they need to get out. And men, I feel like a lot of men are in jail and in trouble and just feel like they have no outlet because they just can't get the energy out.
I got you. Okay, I like that. Camille.
Well, first I want to commend you for going to therapy, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a big step. I tried therapy, but I couldn't. Like, I feel like the therapist I had, she just tried to get straight to the point, and it's like, dang, like, she was asking me deep questions, and it was literally my first time.
In your first session?
Yeah, my first session. But the way it was set up, like, it was my mom therapist, and then, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, nah, that just wasn't it for me, and I just never went back. So I just want to commend you for therapy, because
for sure.
Yeah. But my advice that I would give to men for mental health would just be yourself. I feel like it's a lot of dudes not trying to be themselves. I feel like they trying to portray somebody else, and it's hard to have a good mental when you're trying to be somebody else. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And one thing else I would say too is have a realistic goal for yourself. I feel like a lot of dudes, and I be around them too, like a lot of dudes, they only goal is to get money. And when I mean get money, that's really trying to simplify it to something else. And that cannot be your only goal in life, bro. Like, that's not gonna be around forever. That's not gonna work forever. And y'all know
it's gonna lose its value.
Right. It's gonna lose its value. You gotta see how the world is shifting, the world changing. You gotta set a realistic goal for yourself and just keep doing things to reach your goal. It's gonna take your mind off of a lot of things that you are going through, and it's gonna help you to, deal with things that are going around you when you have a goal, because you're gonna be doing stuff for a better purpose. You're not just gonna be living day by day no more.
That's real. I like that. So first things first, I will say I appreciate all y'all answers. Y'all gave some real answers for sure. But I will say first, in regards to what Bree has said, me as a black man, I would say I'm just discovering how much I've suppressed my emotions throughout the majority of my life. And you don't realize until that transition into adulthood how much a lot of things that you didn't really even think about or didn't know was an issue, how it affects you as an adult, and especially as a man initially. You just go into that transition of manhood. So I would say that I'm still learning how to express my emotions, how to not suppress everything, just feel how I feel. But not only that, but just learn how to express myself in a healthy manner. Because like you said, Haji, there's more than one type of typical therapy, and I do believe there's a certain energy that everybody just needs to release and not withhold. Because a problem with a lot of black men will withhold all that energy, suppress all that emotion, and then we blow up like a ticking time bomb. And I've gone through that a few times to where it's not fun, it's not pretty. And then after that, you kind of have to pick up the pieces and try to repair everything to kind of, get yourself in a better mental state than you were before. So I would definitely say to all the men out there, releasing or, expressing yourself may look different in multiple different ways depending on who you are, but don't feel like you're weak for suppressing your emotions, because one thing we have to realize as men and just as people, like y'all said, we're humans. We're not Superman. We're not Wonder Woman. So it's gonna be times where we have weak moments. It's gonna be times where we're gonna fall. We're gonna hit the ground. That's just life. Life has its ups and downs, but it's a matter of how you recover and how you move forward from it. If you just think your solution is just to, like how you said, people, they'll drown their sorrows in either smoking or drinking or other recreational uses, that doesn't help anything. You know, you're not really solving anything. The problem is still there. You're really just running away from your issues rather than facing it head on, going through all, different emotions that you may have to deal with, and healing. That's a big thing that I don't think black men and just the black community doesn't really think about. Healing. And they don't realize that healing in itself is a journey, and depending especially on what the circumstance or the situation is, healing looks different for everybody. I feel like me personally...
Also, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Hold your thought though. I just want to put it out there. You may not always get an apology for whatever you've been through. No, you may not always have somebody there to console you. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and I know a lot of times black men say that they don't feel like they have a safe space and all of that. And the older we get, like the more you realize you have to create your own safe space or find it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to hand that to you because everybody's going through their daily struggle already. So but you can continue. I just had to say that.
No, most definitely. But like I said, in regards to just like the healing journey, that looks different for everybody. And you kind of have to, figure that out for yourself. What kind of keeps you calm, what makes you happy, so on and so forth. But suppressing your emotions is not going to help you. It's not only just going to hurt you, it's going to hurt, your loved ones around you who cares about you too and want best interests for you. Because I can say my senior year of high school, there was a senior, his name was Bryce Gowdy. I don't know if y'all know him, but basically he got a full ride scholarship to play at Georgia Tech. He was really, really, really good, really talented, and really smart too. I didn't know him personally, but there was a lot of students within my class that knew him very well. From my perspective, just looking at him, I couldn't tell what he was going through, but being that what he went through and how much it suppressed, he suppressed everything, and that led to him committing suicide. And there was actually another following person who committed suicide within our senior year. Her name's Alexis Miriam. She was a junior, and they were actually really good friends. But I think before then, people wasn't really even emphasizing the issue of mental health with black men and just the black community in general. And the thing was too, I think he tried to reach out. I know that at the very least, he tried to reach out to his mom, but his mom was going through her own battles to where she literally said she couldn't help him because she's just not strong enough. And I can't really be mad at her because, I mean, as a son, as a man, you're going to want to go to your mother for nurturing. But like I said, we all go through our trials and tribulations to where it's just, sometimes you go to somebody, they may not be as strong as you expect them to be, especially how Bree, you were saying earlier, it might have been Bree or Haji, but how y'all were saying that basically as men, we kind of expect everybody to come to us as their support system, but we don't really prioritize ourselves and reach out to others or do what we need to be in a safe space to where, we're getting the necessary support that we need within ourselves. So I'll just, in regard to just all of that itself, don't suppress your emotions. It's okay to release everything. You're not a weak person. You're not a weak man.
If anything, you're stronger.
Exactly, because you're able to recognize your weaknesses and learn how to move forward. What's up?
So I see you saying like don't suppress your emotions and things like that, but with me, I've had trouble understanding my emotions. Sometimes I don't know how to feel. Sometimes I just feel blank, and that's majority of the time.
Yeah.
Like, it will be something so simple, and I'll get on myself and be like, dang, was I supposed to be happy when they just told me that? Or was I supposed to be mad when they just told me that? But I literally feel nothing, and my mom be like, bro, like, you're so nonchalant.
You think it's a defense mechanism?
Huh?
Like a defense mechanism? Or?
I mean, before, in my childhood, I used to be very shy. Like, I think I said this before. I used to be very shy, but also, when people would talk to me, get on me about stuff, I'll just shut down, and I just won't feel nothing. So when my mom would be yelling at me, she'll get mad because I'm not responding, but I literally just tone everything out. Everything is zero. So now it's like, somebody can come in here and be like, oh my God, congratulations, you just da-da. I'd be like, okay, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And they be like, well, you're not happy? I'll be like, I mean, it is what it is. It's all right. It's like I train myself not to be happy, not to be mad, just not to be nothing. I'm just, so it's like when it comes to suppressing my emotions, I don't understand that I'm doing that until it's way
after
later.
You're reflecting.
Yeah.
I have a partial solution. I used to have the same problem, and this may sound kind of weird, but what I started doing is I started making a big deal out of everything. So we don't really have honor roll. We have dean's list in college, but say if you take your locks out and your hair grew an inch, go buy a cake.
All right. And that's what I don't do. I've never celebrated myself.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta, and when I say you gotta do every little thing, like I'm buying a cake tomorrow, my lock anniversary. Tomorrow, my lock anniversary. I'm getting me a cake.
Yeah,
How long it's been?
A year.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah,
That's
it's my
what's
first
up.
year.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. But back to you. So, or back to anybody. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you're missing out on those exciting moments in life because you just can't bring yourself to be that excited. I think the reason is because, at least with me, I was so used to not even having a cheerleader that I was just like, okay, well, I'm not trying to do too much because nobody's really cheering for me anyway.
Yeah.
Like, nobody in my corner for real anyway.
And I don't like to feel like that because it's like I can't discredit people that have been there for me, like my mom and stuff. But it's like I literally don't feel nothing.
Right.
Like, and it's because
you gotta train yourself.
Yeah,
that's all
I've always had that. It is what it is because I never try to get too excited for nothing. I'm tired of broken promises,
No, for
broken
real.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't get excited for nothing, bro. And it hurt me though because stuff I want to be excited for, I can't, and I can't comprehend. My bad. I can't. But dang, I just hit the thing twice. But I can't comprehend that in my mind. To like, why can't you just be happy? Even when it's for myself, like why can't you be happy for yourself?
I agree. And then also, I definitely agree because I was already going through that before I graduated high school. Like, for example, my golf meets, my lacrosse meets, all of that. None of my friends ever came to any of my games. And if y'all went to Jones and y'all hearing this, we already spoke about it. But anyways.
Wait, you used to play lacrosse?
Yeah, I played lacrosse.
That's so cool.
I think so. Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, nobody ever came to any of my meets. My pageant, my parents, this is not a dig to my parents. I'm sure they love me, but they didn't come to my pageant, and then all that to have a virtual graduation. And it sounds sad, but sometimes I'd be kind of happy that I didn't have one because I know I wasn't gonna be that family with all the t-shirts in the stadium and the balloons and
when you come
you know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand like what you're saying when it comes to that because sometimes you may feel like, okay, people not really, you see other people and you feel like they got all this support. But like I said, even with the advice to the men, you got to be your own cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
real.
vital. It's vital as an adult.
real.
Like even if you can't afford to buy a
My
cake,
standards for myself, I feel like it's just too high. I feel like I need to start being more, not saying that I can't accomplish everything, but what I've learned is everything takes steps. And I'm trying to go to 100 when I'm at 0 and I got to be focusing on going to 50.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, I'm just trying to be more realistic with myself, but it really is hard.
Well, you could still go to 100 from 0, but what I'm saying is when you get to 1.5, you need to stop and clap.
You gotta celebrate and give yourself.
And when you get to 2.5, you may go from 2 to 40 and you like, oh snap.
Yeah.
But don't
At
go
that
ahead
point,
and
throw the party.
At that point, throw a party.
Me being here should really be a celebration because you ask
Exactly.
my family, like if you ask my brother, like we just laughed about this the other day. We did not expect me to be in college, bro. Like I did not care about school at all. So it's like when I was sitting back and thinking about it the other day, like dang, like I really made it. Like despite me not caring, like I really made it. Like and I never patted myself on the back for doing that. And I just gotta start taking the steps to appreciate myself.
You do, but it's gonna be hard though. But because it's a lot of stuff easier said than done. But you literally have to force yourself. And some people, I'm not gonna lie, people are gonna hate and they're gonna be like, girl, why is you doing all of that?
Yeah.
Them gonna be the people you already know, like, okay, well, when it's time for me to donate my $1 million, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give it to them. Because
check.
like, you know what you've been through. Nobody knows. So you have to be the one to say, look, okay, well, I'm gonna go on, write me a card. Like, Ryan, I don't know if Ryan know, but last year on Valentine's Day, I spent $40 and made myself a Valentine's Day basket, wrote myself 2 love letters and everything. And
honestly, I think
waited till I got out of class to go open it because I wanted to have anticipation like everybody else. Because I wasn't finna be walking on campus and I ain't get nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I
honestly,
saved it, but
I respect people like you because somebody like me, like as you know, last year I went on a surprise date.
that was so romantic.
Wait, you
I
went on a
remember that.
surprise
That was
date?
cool.
Yeah, it was a blind date.
Y'all should have been there. I
Wait, you
wasn't
set it
there,
up?
but
No.
I wish I did. I wish I did, but just hearing about it was great.
But yeah, it was my first blind date and it was my first date in general. Yeah, it was pretty solid. You know, we went to Painting with the Twist.
That's true. It's a Valentine's Day.
And then we got food, and then I took it to the parking garage. And, you know how the vibe like in the 90s was the dude standing outside with the jukebox.
Yeah.
It kind of was like that, but I used my car as kind of like the aux, so I had some, my little R&B playlist playing. I had it on blast, and then you can see the stars too and whatever. So
dope.
just dancing and everything. So it was a cool vibe for sure. But I'm getting off topic. Anyways.
That was a good off topic though.
No, but I'm living for this.
Yeah, get at me, if you want a good date.
Right.
Get at your boy, you feel me? Okay. I will say though, I appreciate the fact that you have enough self-love for yourself to do something like that. Because before then, I hated Valentine's Day wholeheartedly every year because I always felt like
I was blocking people. Like every couple I saw, I was blocking them.
Yeah.
I might even report you. Because you're doing too much.
Because it was like every time I would see a couple, I would see somebody get a teddy bear or a serenade or whatever. It was just like, I always felt like I wasn't really good enough to, have that with myself.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I'm so glad they started confiscating them gifts. I'm so glad.
Y'all hating.
Sure am.
Nah, but I did have me a big bell one year.
Oh.
See, I had the chocolate, the big bear.
Anyway,
I do want me a stuffed animal.
Buy one. I'm saying
I used to have one.
Y'all already know.
Back home.
Not January. February 13th. If y'all not gonna have nobody, go ahead and buy your own stuff.
Honestly, I feel like we should all, like, as a cast, we should do something for each other at the very least.
I was thinking about doing Secret Santa.
We did a secret Valentine thing, and we all just did like a list. But I might have a man by February, so I can't really pledge to that because
Stay tuned, y'all.
Right. Stay tuned.
No, y'all ain't gonna know about it. Y'all ain't gonna take my man, but yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay.
But no.
Wait. So what happened to what's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I thought no. Right. No. I thought she was gonna air me. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo.
Both of their eyes got so big.
Yo, for real. Y'all, I be sitting in the voice recordings when I don't be remembering them. So I'm sitting here like, what's she finna say? Michael B. See, the thing about Michael B. See, the thing is, the Bible say, a man that findeth the wife findeth a good thing. So I'm waiting for him to find me.
Right.
So
we could make that happen though if he come on the podcast.
Yeah, we could try to see if we can.
Y'all need to find his email and we email.
You gonna be shy?
No.
Okay.
I've been practicing.
Be like my dog, Michael.
Yeah.
Like, we got the same name type beat. You feel me? My middle name is Michael. That's why I was gonna say
your name is Ryan.
Y'all kind of y'all might be related.
We might be.
Don't guess it.
Really?
Don't do that.
Hey man. Don't hate me.
We might be.
Right, we might be.
Don't be hating. You feel me?
Right was eating it up. Right was eating it up.
I ain't never heard that one before.
Ooh, I get that a lot. I get it quite a lot.
Right, the genes just really run through.
Has anyone ever told you look just like Denzel Washington?
He old. What you mean? That man a little old, but hey.
But yeah, like I said, you gotta force yourself to celebrate yourself. Like when I tell you gotta, like, okay, your next test, this is my assignment. I'm gonna do it too, because I got a test coming up too. But your next test, put it in your calendar and put like hearts around it and be like test day, right? Mm-hmm. No matter what you get on the test, like literally, I've gotten like 12s on the test, and I'll still go get myself some ice cream.
Right.
Ice cream gonna make you feel better.
No, it's something about, and maybe a balloon.
I just got some ice cream yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe a balloon. You know what I'm saying? But put test day, put hearts, make it like set it as a date for yourself.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I get my test
next week
tomorrow.
All right, period. So test week.
Yeah.
So let's all do that, and then no matter what you get on that test, no matter what it scored, treat yourself after you take it.
I need to pass this test though, so
I hope you do.
I got faith in you. You gonna pass. We all gonna pass our test. I'm speaking into it now.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to existence.
If it's not a 0, it's an A. That's how I think.
Okay, that's not how I think, but
that's not how I think
suit yourself.
Especially being the end of the semester.
One thing about me, I'm gonna treat myself regardless of what I got.
Bring that grade down.
You might as well just drop it. You can't even drop the class.
Test, all I knew was my name. That's all I knew.
Oh God.
I had a test like that one time.
Shoot. But like I said, treat yourself. Let's all do that.
Okay.
I'll be sending pictures in the group chat of my treat, of what I did for me.
Make sure y'all treat yourself too, everybody who's listening.
You gotta literally train yourself. You gotta train yourself. Then after a while, ain't nobody gonna be able to give you less than what you give yourself.
Right.
So
that's facts. I appreciate this free therapy session. It really helped me out.
Book me. But I'm joking. But yeah,
that was a sound effect. Yeah. But we kind of at that point in the show where we kind of do our shout outs. So y'all go ahead first.
All right. Well, I don't feel like getting my list. So I'm just going to give a shout out to my friends. Y'all know who y'all are. I've been shouting y'all out since day one. I would like to give a shout out to Kendall Naomi for throwing a splendid Queen's Giving event last night. I enjoyed it. I would like to give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Mu Alpha on this campus. Mm-hmm. I love them and they love me. So
That's real.
shout out to them. Shout out to my co-hosts. I love y'all. Like I said, I can feel us getting closer and closer by the minutes. So yeah, that's all.
Wait. So that kickback that we all planned to.
I got beef with y'all.
What was y'all like?
For real.
What was y'all like?
Let me tell y'all people.
We gonna talk about that off the air.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You got any more shout outs?
Nah.
No, okay.
That just stirred me up.
I'm gonna say shout out to me. I just told me. Shout out to me, man.
We singing happy birthday next week.
Shout out to FAMU football team, man. We going to Classic. I don't know if anybody else going to Classic. We deep in the old, man. I'm ready to see all y'all cars. Make sure y'all bring them cars.
Y'all already know what's good.
Sure.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so shout out to everybody that's pageanting tonight with Beta Alpha, aka.
Yes. Ready for y'all.
Good luck to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all my friends. Shout out to God. Shout out to myself. Shout out to you all. Yeah.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. First, shout out to God always for making all of this happen. Shout out to myself too. Shout out to, like you said, the contestants within the pageant today, especially my two Triad brothers, Chiale Briggins and Arjun Lin. Shout out to y'all. I got faith in y'all. Proud of y'all for making it this far. Shout out to all my R25 brothers, including Jamal, who couldn't make it here today for some particular reasons, as well as Nyla as well. Big shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all always. Shout out to the rest of the cast. I'm saying we. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I feel like this was the perfect cast, personally. You feel me?
What's our keyword?
Keyword. I didn't finish my shout outs yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm almost done. Okay.
My bad.
Shout out to my family, including my grandma who just had her 80th. Well, actually, her 80th is going to be, it's going to already pass by the time you guys hear this, but it's going to be the 15th. So shout out to her. Shout out to the whole Ford family. Shout out to my immediate family, my mama, my pops, my brother Ronald, and shout out to everybody, the crew, the gang who just be tuning in every time to show support and love. And yeah, what's the key word? Classic? I think.
Yeah,
classic.
Oh, also before we leave, shout out to my big.
Your bae?
Big. I'm a big sister, little sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She got me an amazing gift, and
what's the gift?
It was like a little basket. It was really. It had Bath and Body Works candy. It had a shirt in it. It was really nice.
Wow.
So yeah, shout out to her.
That's real. Yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to my little 2TK. What's good, man? You know what it is, bro. But yeah. Does anybody have any last comments or concerns?
Don't forget to DM us keyword classic to be featured on our show next episode.
Oh, it's gonna be the next episode. Oh,
well, whenever episode you send the keyword in, you'll be featured on the next one.
For sure. But yeah, that's the 5th episode of Millennials in Motion. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy, and stay tuned for the next episode.
Bye.
Millennials in Motion is a product of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.